And so that means that they likely won't spend a lot of money. So there's also spending rules in the Liberals have a 3-to-1 spending advantage. There you go. So those ridings, the University, Rosedale, and Scarborough Southwest, like Freeland's and Blair's riding, it's going to be really tough to kind of like Conservatives to win those ridings. And that's the really only option there. There'll be the Conservatives trying to win those ridings because the Bloc doesn't run there. And the NDP is the NDP is, what is the NDP? We're going to see what the NDP is in a minute here, but
I mean, I was watching CBC, even the CBC and their talking heads don't think very much of the NDP at all. They were chuckling and laughing at how ridiculous they are. That's the CBC,
well,
ladies
they
and
stuck the
gentlemen.
knife in.
So if you've lost the CBC,
Yeah.
you're not doing well.
They stuck the knife in the NDP when they wanted the Liberals to win because they were saying you gotta like not vote for the NDP, you gotta vote for Liberals. They did that a while ago, and they're just making sure the NDP's like dead. I mean, they're doing it to themselves as well. We're going to listen to one of the leaders leading in the candidate.
Well, Rosie Barton's advice was that, kind of advice given in a sort of obscure way, but she said, what they do in talking about AI all the time, they should be talking about climate change, things that people care about, like climate change. So yeah, get Rosie. They should hire Rosie as their communications director.
She comes with a couple of buckets of sausage rolls. You got the golden sausage rolls there? Can we show them? And there you go.
Price of gold these days, that's going to set you back. And price of meat as well. It's going to be a double hit, that, isn't it?
So with all that said, it's really going to come down to Terrebonne. It's really going to come down. So if they get these two seats, so that 169 right now. So there you go, 170, 171. They need 172. So it comes down to Terrebonne. It literally comes down to Terrebonne. And that is, but the Liberals get to spend 3-to-1 because the Bloc is held back because it's only allowed to spend so much. But the Liberals get to spend, because there's 3 elections, so they get to spend 3-to-1 because they're not going to spend much money in those other 2 ridings. So, I mean, it's going to be a huge unfair advantage. So they're going to pour money into it. And plus, I mean, the other big advantage they have is they have the CBC and CTV and Global, and they're going to be just running fear porn steady. You're not going to get that here.
Well, they got Radio Canada, which they love and prioritize even more than the English side of CBC. So
unless you and I can start speaking French in the next few days.
Why don't we get AI to do it, to translate us live?
If we can get, again, the more you can help us get out there more, I mean, see if we can wake people up. But what this means, though, if the Liberals get their majority, like all those things in committee, because right now, the reason that they're having a real tough time and they don't like it, because in committee hearings, they can't get stuff by without getting either the Bloc or the Conservatives to okay stuff. Because remember when the NDP was there? None of the documents got looked at. Everything was just covered up. So if they get a majority, that's it. You will see no transparency and accountability.
And as we've said many times, that was, this now, what we have. This is all important, what we're seeing in these committees now. And this slight change in the balance of power, because as we've said a million times, there is no media opposition, there is no media scrutiny. They don't do their job, so it's left all to the political opposition, that being the Conservative Party, because the NDP hasn't really been much of anything for a long time. The Greens, the less said about them the better. And then the Bloc only ever talk about one issue anyway, that most of the country doesn't give a toss about. So it all comes down to the Conservative Party. And they've been given this opportunity to actually scrutinise the government and hold them to account. And if that's removed, then it's just a clean sweep. There's nothing left. There's no opposition left. It's just a beautiful, clear road for the Liberal Party.
Yeah, and we've seen some of the stuff they want to pass. They want to pass bills that restrict your access to the internet, what you can say on the internet, what you can say in public, what you can say, period. And then they want no accountability. They want to give special powers to cabinet ministers so they can excuse companies even from breaking ethics violations, anything other than criminal law. So, a lot of financial SEC regulations and all that kind of stuff would all be just kind of like, why would they need all that? And this is important. They would have no, because they already have the media they allow to have access to them. And if they get this, I don't know what to say. So, moment of silence. So Canada relies on Yves Blanchette to win a seat.
Don't drop the Francois. That's his favorite part of his name.
There you go. Thank you for watching this clip of The Really Big Show. If you want to watch the full show, you can head over to our YouTube channel and you'll find it under our lives. And if you really want to find out more information of everywhere you can find us, go to thereallybigshow.ca and there you can find links to all our channels. Thank you.